Fast.
Yeah, obviously.
But this type of smoke here is what we expect
from everyone
If
in the
a man's
division.
talking on your name, get straight at him. What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with two undefeated fighters, fam.
Chatting it up. Bro, what's your tail of the tape?
Listen, I'm 0-0, fam. But the other day, yeah, I'm not going to lie, I had a dream, fam. And I had a scuff in my... No, I swear down. I had a scuff in my dream. It looked kind of rockish, bro. So I don't know. And I won that fight in my dream. Does that count towards my record? Because I went in, fam. I got cut.
You got cut?
I got cut,
Oh,
fam.
you was in a war.
I was in a war, fam. So I'm saying, so I got cut, and it was one of them cuts, you know, because Rocky captures the cuts
Yeah.
like, oh my god moments.
So wait.
It's not like that in boxing because it slows down.
Was it like Tyson Fury, Otto Wallen type madness?
Nah, I didn't get one of those cuts, fam. Respect me. Respect my ability in my dream, fam. In my dream, I'm amazing.
Getting beat up in your own dream is nuts.
But getting cut in your dream is crazy as well.
Yeah, true.
But then I think it was just a quick moment. But so I won the fight in my dream.
Points.
No, bro. Wait.
Was it a bad decision?
Points in your dream. You're a low life. Winning up points in your dream, yeah, is nuts.
You're winning up
It's
points.
Chrysler-ish.
So the fight
Is
ends
that
and you're raising your hands up. And so is he. Hoping for the decision.
No. So I think this is what the thing is. No, that's mad. I can't even imagine what you just said.
115 to 113.
Boxing. No. What do you say? What number would you say?
What?
115 to what?
150, 113.
Oh my god.
That's a mad
No,
close
you don't
one.
actually respect me. No, so I won. It was a knockout. After the cut, I got him out of here.
Okay.
Didn't know who I was fighting though. Just some dark-skinned guy.
Could have been Takam.
Could have been anyone,
You
bro.
got Takam on the brain, fam. Takam, set it up. He wants the smoke. Eddie Hearn, let's do it.
Alright.
He ain't got no experience, so you ain't got to pay that much fees. Carlos Takam ain't had a fight in time. It makes sense for both parties.
I'm not even co-signing it, but hey, bro, what's your tail of the tape, bro?
Yeah, fam. My tail of the tape, 2-0.
2-0?
Yeah,
Talk to me.
50% knockout rate.
50%?
So won by KO. Shocking KO, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, it was nominated for knockout of the year last year. Lost out to Wilder in Brazil, unfortunately. But it's nice to know that the world is paying attention to what I'm
To the fight that you had
to the boxers. I still get nominated year after year.
Yeah, because it was that crazy of a knockout. One day we got to interview the person that you actually knocked out. I want him on the show.
Let's see if it was that nuts.
Yeah, I want him on the show just to say how.
He fully wants to fight again. So,
Is it?
I don't know if he still wants to, but I know he fully messaged me on Facebook and was just like, yeah, let me know we can get the rematch. And
Nah,
I was
bruv, you're not getting that,
I was
fam.
like, nah.
Go train, fam. Go fight someone else, fam. You know,
But
we both had to take a sip because you didn't rate him.
But the thing is, you know what the maddest thing is, yeah?
Nah, bruv, don't
I
rate him.
actually knew him from before the fight.
It don't matter,
we
fam.
played ball together still.
Bun that you, fam. It don't matter. Talk the talk, fam.
Nah, he's a cool brother still.
No, fam.
I
We're
don't-
not accepting a fight with you. You hit the canvas. We're not on it, fam.
But you know what the maddest thing is in boxing, yeah?
No,
is that
talk
after-
right. We're
no,
not having it. Fam.
after the fight has happened,
Yeah?
yeah? You know we see boxers that they show mad love and they sit side by side. Bro, it's real. It's real. After the fight, it's just love. It's nuts. It's mad
I
to
ain't
explain.
letting the love flow, fam. This ain't no AJ show, fam. Bruv, you lost. What do you want, fam? Have some fights. Come back to us, fam.
I said, what do you want?
What do you want, fam? That's
Oh,
what I'm
my
feeling right
days.
now, you know. That's your boy as well, innit?
He's cool.
It's nuts. Not after this, fam.
Is what it is, boy.
Look at the toxicness I brought out in you. So I was just doing my thing. You
did-
said it is what it is.
He said, no, I said it is what it is as in you talking nuts.
Oh, I thought you said it is
I've
what it
already-
is. Like, if we scuff, we
The
scuff.
fight has happened. There's
Alright,
nothing
cool.
to smoke here.
All right, cool. Sorry, man.
Anyway.
Just residual smoke in it.
Let's do a special shout out to Deion Jumah.
Oh,
Fought
come
this
on.
weekend.
Big T4 round of applause. T4 round of applause.
That's what I'm
Deion!
talking about.
That's
You know
our
what I
guy,
mean?
you know.
The fight sounded like it was a point. I haven't even seen it yet. I don't
No,
think it was
no,
even
no.
broadcasted. It's
Yeah,
just,
nah.
It just happened. So it was a points win. But like,
He's in
bruv,
position now.
Now he's a mandatory for the British title. So
Come on.
React Paul. When he sat here and said he wants React Paul, he's here now.
Oh.
Bruv, listen.
Oh.
These English cruiserweights, yeah.
What do you think? Do you know what? Yeah.
Because if he wins the British belt, he's ready to move on to the stage, the world stage.
And Riakpor's got an injury though.
Does he?
Well, he said that in his last fight, he really damaged his hand, like severely damaged his hand. I don't know if that's gonna affect him because I don't think he didn't win that fight as a. Let's have a look. Actually, I don't know. My guy's in the back with the Googles and stuff.
It's like
Can you just quickly check if it's a points victory?
Oh yeah.
Because he damaged his hand in that fight, and so he just never had the punch power. That and who knows? With each kind of like handbrake or whatever,
it might take a bit out of you.
That takes something from you and stuff. And we know
with Floyd, it took a lot of his.
This is what I'm saying. So it'll be very. I'm here for Deion Jumah versus React,
bro. I feel like Deion Jumah's like those people that got the saying in football.
Yeah,
your name's on the trophy.
Yeah.
And like you're down 3-0 at half time.
Yeah.
But somehow you just come back to AC Milan and win in the final. So I just feel like, boy.
Yeah. Now I'm not even talking about Liverpool right now. The way you just,
I hear that.
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying.
But that's
a
moment.
Sense.
I feel like he's on his way. Like a Coley, bruv.
Do you reckon? No, because a Coley's moving on.
He is moving on, but I'm saying Jumah's catching
chasing
up.
You.
Bruv, do you know how mad it is, yeah? Where you're just trying to just move on with your life, and this person is just constantly getting closer and closer, fam.
Do you know what? I've realised who Deion Jumah is.
Who?
Deion Jumah is Vegeta.
Vegeta.
You see how Goku would go and do a madness and go to the... I'm not saying a Coley's Goku because...
This is what I was about to check
I'm
you,
just
like,
talking,
whoa.
Wait, I'm not calling...
He's Goku,
I'm not calling... Nah, he went mad. He went with the Adam Smith comment saying that he's like Wilder. Nah, I'm saying Deion Jumah just in the... Because you see how Coley just keeps rising and moving to the next level. I don't know. Well, he's getting to the big fights, innit? Deion's just on his coattails. He just keeps coming and he's like, I want that fight. I'm going to force you to be in the ring with me.
So let's say Deion Jumah wins a British title, yeah? Beats Rakpor. Rakpor's out the game now. Then he defends one more time to, I don't know who else is going to be in the mix, yeah? One more of those. Then he's ready to kind of call out, I guess he'd go to a European level, but that's where Coley is right now.
You're missing it though.
That's it for Coley. Because remember, like...
No, but you're missing something very key.
Go on then.
Who's Deion Jumah signed to? I mean, who's Rakpor signed to? Oh, wait.
Eddie.
Matchroom.
Mm.
There you go.
So if he beats him...
It's happening.
Deion Jumah's going to...
It's happening.
He's snap him up to Matchroom.
Immediately. Because right now, he's been on the coattails. He's been running them man down.
He's out the mix, bro.
He's not even part of them, man. Do you know what I'm saying? If he beats... Because that's Dillian... Reactpor signed to Dillian. That's his guy. That's his fighter.
He signed to Dillian? Or Eddie?
Dillian. No, he signed to Dillian.
Oh, so
Dillian's his manager. Dillian's his manager.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? But he's still part of the Matchroom family.
Of course, yeah.
The family tree, it goes back to Eddie as it does. It's like, so we know what time it is. So if Deion can beat Reactpor, and Reactpor's the new guy that we're a lot of
they're trying to get ready.
He's in line.
I see him on TV doing
Very
interview,
good.
telling his story.
Very good.
He's on his way, bruv.
He's the new guy.
Deion Jumah could mess up the apple cart, fam.
You know what? It's exciting.
Just man, I feel so invested in Deion Jumah's career, fam.
Oh, all our listeners,
everyone,
all our subscribers,
they know
about Deion. He was here with us. He signed. Well, yeah, there it is.
Signed right here.
There you go.
So let's say
the ghost,
he makes a statement against Reactpor because Reactpor is the next in line.
Yeah,
bangs him out,
and that's a very good.
Because the thing about Deion Jumah is that
I don't think it's mad because Reactpor's not an easy fight, bro.
He's not an easy fight. This is what I'm saying. So that would be a massive statement,
truth-telling fight.
And the fact that he went to the distance with Sam Hyde is kind of like a mad situation because he goes for the knockout kind of throughout the fight. Like he's got that spiteful style.
And that's Reactpor style as well. Reactpor he'll do everything to try and knock you out. Do you know how mad that fight is going to be?
That's going to be a mad one.
We're going.
Yeah.
We got to be there. Because that's going to be what? It'll be what? It might be at... O2
or something.
No, it won't be O2.
Maybe not like top billing, but it'll be on a...
I don't even think...
Oh, York Hall.
Yeah, I think that's a York Hall.
York Hall, yeah.
That's a York Hall special.
Next gen cards.
Next gen. Amazing fight, though. I'm here for it, though.
Same.
Listen, Deion, if that fight happens,
bro,
we want our tickets.
Yeah. We got to be there.
We need to be there.
Fully.
In your corner.
We say Undefeated logo on the shorts.
What?
Set it up.
We got the new thing as well. Listen, Deion,
that's right.
We'll be there. Because obviously, Dean and the man them are going to be there for Reactpor. So we're back in.
Yeah, we're back in. Yeah, fully.
Are we back in it with the G-check thing, or we just humble back in it?
The G-check, as in G-check.
No, like, as in not G-check, but like if it gets nuts, we'll just say, "Yo, Dean, chill out, cuz."
When you you're saying it gets nuts. What does that mean? What could get nuts?
I'm just saying.
I gotta know what I'm signing up for. What?
I'm saying we're walking in. Imagine this now. You're cool.
Okay.
We're walking in.
Okay, cool.
React Paul's walking in.
Okay, cool.
Dean cuts in front and says, "No, my fighter's getting first."
No, but that's not. Wait, hold on. No, because that would have been predetermined.
No, I'm saying he wants to walk this way. I'm saying we're getting to the changing room, Sam.
Oh, I see. Oh, and it's one of them ones.
And it's one of them ones. No, my fighter.
Okay.
What energy are we keeping, fam? We say Dean Lowett, or is it Dean Lowett?
What energy are you taking?
Because I feel like I want it to be a grit thing.
Because things with me, I'm quite happy to play secondary position just because of the weight class. You and Dean is more so in that weight class. So whoever's behind Dean, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
So it's that baby thing.
Unless it's Dillian.
Listen, I beg you move right now. Is that what I'd be on?
But if
I'm not sure though. I'm doing it.
End of the day, if that's what you're going to be on, that's your decision because you're a grown man.
I'm doing it. I'll tell him, listen.
Deion Jumah can protect himself. I'm taking my seat so I can watch the undercard.
Oh yeah, me too.
Nah, but for real though, it's good to see him start to get climbing the ladder. Yeah, it's nice.
I love it, and it's great for the new crop of fighter.
And they know about him, you know.
Yeah, they know.
Like Eddie, everyone, they know about Deion Jumah, fam.
They know.
That's the mad part, fam.
Listen, we spent a lot of time on this segment, but it needed it because I obviously, his name, moving like the ghost, fam. He has ghosted his way into a position. They can't get rid of this guy, fam.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I don't know who to call because this guy, he's here now. And someone's got to give him the fight. And a Coley,
fam. These men are coming close, fam.
Later on in this show, you're gonna hear. You see, when someone talks wicked on your name, there's a way to respond. A Coley, I want you to just listen to that and let it pierce your spirit and your inner soul and your inner being.
You'll see the energy. You'll see the energy that we'd like you to adopt, fam. That's why we get onto because it's like, we get onto a Coley because it's like, look, bruv, look what men are saying. And you're not even coming back with any gusto.
That's it.
No strength in the replies.
There you go.
You know
not even just him. There's bare man. There's bare man out here that are not replying the way these two amazing women have done it. Should we go there?
Let's go there right now. We're here.
Let's go there. We're here still. So,
Claressa Shields.
We spoke about Claressa Shields last week on the pod.
Claressa Shields.
And I love this because there's stuff happening in boxing, but we have to address this first because this is what's happened. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But that's how times have changed.
Who would have thought? Not me.
So, Claressa Shields, she's won a title. She's won many
mad
titles,
belts, bro. She's been calling herself the GWOAT, the greatest woman of all time.
There you go. And even when you say the greatest, when I say the greatest of all time, who do you think of?
Muhammad Ali.
Immediately. Yeah. So someone was chilling on Sway. Yeah. I don't want to say someone.
Sway in the morning.
Sway in the morning. Minding her own business. Yeah. And she had GWOAT. Greatest of all time. If someone's gonna be the greatest of all time, surely it's got to be the child
of the greatest of all time.
It only makes sense. And especially if the child was a fighter.
Oh.
Are you with me? So, just to set this up some more, Laila Ali went on to Sway in the morning. Now, big up Sway, obviously, he's a GOAT in the game.
Cool,
but we move forward. She's on the show, and they bring up Claressa Shields, and she says this.
She has some things to say. Can we get that?
Let's play what she said.
Where are we at with this?
Just run that thing, fam. Because I think it's a... Yeah?
Okay, cool.
There you go. Wicked. Because we need to...
This was a moment and a half. All right, here we go.
Make sure I've seen it, but make sure you can hear the sound on that.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Just waiting for these stupid ads to go past.
Yeah, obviously.
But this type of smoke here is what we expect
from everyone
if a man's talking on your name, get straight at him.
You want to call yourself the GWOAT, that's fine. It's flattering. You look up to my father. We both thought that was cute. That was sweet, But at the same time, first of all, she could never beat me. Let me just get that really straight right now.
You want to get that straight, Laila?
Let's get that straight right now.
Okay.
We're not even in the same weight class. I know that she walked around heavier, but that would not happen. And not simply because she's not strong enough. Okay, because I would definitely knock her out. But because she's not talented enough to beat me. You're talented. You can box. You can.
Oh shit! Look out, Rich.
You can throw those hard punches. But there's a sweet science to boxing. The reason why you have not been able to knock out the opponents that you've already faced, I can totally see it. Why?
Oh. That level of smoke right there?
Bro, you have to understand that.
Listen, do you know how mad it is? When she's in a radio setting, she's wearing absolute smart attire and she's throwing hands in the radio station.
Bro, I think it was a 5 or 6 hit. It was a 5 hit combination.
I'm just
It's about 5 to maybe 5 or 6. I've only watched it twice now.
Listen.
But then I didn't realize she came back again after the 6 hit combination.
Fam,
she came back with 2 hooks.
To let them know. She wanted to show the technique. The left goes right across. Bro,
whoa.
That type of smoke there,
I love it.
that's what I'm on.
I love it. On radio, you
She
know.
sat there and said, because I would knock her out.
She said, there was
She
a
said
key line.
she walks around heavier than me, but that would not happen. It's like, whoa.
She said that she calls herself the GWOAT. We thought it was cute.
Who's we? We, Muhammad Ali. You mean the greatest of all time shares these views? No, you're not going to kill my...
I rate her.
Oh, that energy.
I rate her.
That energy is tremendous. I'm looking at this now. I'm
That
thinking,
energy, I said, do you know...
Eddie Hearn. This is the fight we need.
Somebody
This is
said,
the fight we need.
We need this fight because then... But obviously, to see hype talk, yeah, it is only great when the other person chooses to engage. And that's what we're expecting from boxing.
So,
if someone hypes you, we want an immediate response. So, what did Claressa say?
Claressa came back. Let me see the energy right now. Okay, here we go.
She came back correct.
So she came back straight.
With a good picture.
You know,
By the way,
of her holding the belts.
she had a picture of her holding
Mad belts.
It's
nuts.
And underneath her was a picture, and it was very clever.
Of Laila Ali.
Look where she put herself.
With no belts.
Underneath, though. Just to know your position.
Subliminal
you are
madness, fam.
beneath me.
All right, let's check it.
Go ahead.
She goes, yes, I've heard Laila Ali loud and clear. And my response is, if someone puts up the 15 mil, 5 for the loser, and 10 for the winner, I will give her a 6 months to a year to make a fight with me at 168. Because she said she's around 200 right now. I don't take threats lightly. She says she can knock me out. And I say, I'll leave the fight untouched and undefeated. Let's make it happen. I'm the GWOAT and not scared of a soul. Hashtag Claressa Shields. Hashtag GWOAT. Hashtag new level, new devils. This is the smoke that I like.
They come into 2020 correctly.
What?
They come into 2020 like the podcast, Sam. Are you listening to these women?
Smoke, man.
Wait, no. I don't want to be disrespectful, but we need to clap. We need
Let's
to clap.
clap.
We need to clap. We need to clap.
They're setting the levels.
They are setting the temperature.
Yeah.
This is the economy I want to be in.
That's facts.
Yeah?
That's facts.
This is what I'm here for. None of this.
Man, no, but it's not even, none of this just random trash talking and nothing happens after it. Nah, bruv.
Talk the talk.
Straight back at him, set it up,
Boom.
let's go. Oh my days.
And she knew what she was doing. Very disrespectful.
Yeah.
If you look at the picture, go on her page, people. Go on her page.
Nah,
You'll see Claressa.
That should be right here. But if you're listening, go to her Insta.
That's
It's
true.
there.
Yeah. But when I want to support her thing.
I hear that. Yeah, go to Claressa Shields'
go
Instagram.
and come back to us and like it on us as well. Anyway, but when you look at that picture, yeah, there's mad belts, and all you can see is Laila.
I know.
With
just crossed arms. But
nothing.
But the maddest thing is Laila Ali had hands though. Like Laila Ali
my
could
God.
really fight, bro.
And it was before, I would say she started. It was before women's boxing is really taking another step. So, she's like one of the. She's someone
transcended the sport
to
right
be
now.
respected. Almost. She put Laila was kept like I didn't back when I didn't know about any female boxers, but Laila.
Yeah.
When it was her moment.
And I knew that Joe Frazier had a daughter who was boxing as well.
There you go.
But I didn't know about her too much. All I know is that like I don't think she was that great. But forgive me if she was, and whatever. But I didn't know much about her. But I knew Laila Ali, and I watched a few of her fights. But like I don't know, I was a bit like I don't know if this is for me. Like you know what I'm saying. But now
we've grown it
because the personalities are coming up, and I think that's something that's we haven't been able to see for various reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the backing behind female sports doesn't really get it. So you don't get to know the characters to transcend the sport.
Yes.
Whereas now, social media kind of pulled the blinds down and Claressa Shields is always in the headlines.
I'm
So,
paying for that fight.
Oh, bro, I'm staying up till 5.
Bro, I'll
Layla
stay
Ali,
at 5:30
Bruv.
at any time in the morning.
You got
I'll
Muhammad
pay
Ali's
for that
daughter
fight.
on Sway in the morning.
Come on.
Throwing hands in
Throwing
the
hands.
studio.
And she does the 2 hooks as well.
I'm ready to see if this fight is going to look nuts. Because the thing is, Layla Ali's 41 now. So it's like...
Is it nuts? Is that it's kind of Evanderish? 'Cause I call it Evanderish.
Yeah,
When you're
yeah.
fighting at an old age,
It can be a
but
bit
you
sticky.
It's,
it can be
it's
sticky
Evanderish,
still.
but Evander
Because she
can't get it done.
She could pull out one of them, Lewis against Klitschko.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you still got something in the tank,
Yeah,
enough to win it.
yeah.
Bruv, can you imagine she came back and beat her? Oh.
But then you gotta say this though.
She just takes her title completely off her in one fight.
I'm not saying because it's a stupid thing. This is a stupid point, but ever since Eubank Senior said you got to question why a person has to go back to the well, yeah.
It makes everyone's comeback look nuts.
Now I'll be looking at comebacks like, what's the financial situation?
Man,
of
yeah,
this?
exactly.
What's the financials?
But let's be real though. Claressa Shields saying 10 for the winner and 5 for the loser is nuts. Who signed up for that? Guarantee my peas, bro. Don't tell me about I'm getting second place money. Nah, brother.
No, because I want the 10.
I hear that.
If you're a winner, you think about the 10.
I hear that, but no one does that.
How do you mean? Talk to me.
As in, no one is going to sign that. It's one of those deals that people throw out, and he's just like, no one's signing that, fam.
Are you saying you want the guaranteed no matter what?
People are gonna want the guaranteed peas. Do you know what I'm saying? They're gonna want guaranteed peas. So that talk there just lets me know that that's already a stumble block in the road. Where I'm just like, if you're talking like that, is it gonna happen?
I really would love to see that.
If this fight happens, oh my days.
because even the gloves are off. I'm tuning for that.
Because right now, the gloves are off would be
The
sensational.
gloves, if she's
Muhammad
talking
Ali's
that way,
daughter,
if she's talking that way without someone in front of her,
face to
on
face?
Sway,
Face to face.
And Claressa,
Mad.
I heard Claressa say to someone, "Where's your belts?" She said it.
Listen.
Before the last fight she had, she asked him, "Where's your belts?"
Telling you.
ain't got none.
But you know what the beautiful thing about this is what this does for women's boxing,
Oh yeah,
bro. Because now all I want to see is Katie Taylor get in the mix.
yeah.
I want to see Katie Taylor start talking that smack.
Just to anyone, to
Just me.
anyone.
Get the
To anyone.
personalities out there.
Yeah.
And
It's so hard because we need more characters in different weight divisions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because Katie's mad humble. I get a humble vibe from her. Do you know what I mean? We need more.
The good thing about how Eddie's been looking after Katie Taylor is that he puts her fights on the undercard of like some big nights.
Big massive nights.
And that's what needs to happen with Claressa Shields. Like, but obviously she's trailblazing, so she's headlining her shows. But can you imagine if Claressa Shields supporting a Wilder fight, fam? Because her fights can be exciting, fam. So it's
and
like
even the entrance is exciting.
This is what I'm saying.
Everything about this amazing woman. I have to call her amazing, bro. Look up, she got belts. You know what I mean? Everything.
She's
about
got
this
Laila Ali talking about her, fam.
She bought Laila Ali out, fam.
Listen, if that fight happens, I'm gonna
But anyway, everyone pay attention. Yeah, let's keep it moving anyway. So I'm here for the segue thing, today.
The segue thing.
I'm here on the segue thing.
Let's go.
Midweek, bro. I noticed you tweeted something. Yeah, it was like, so you was watching Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
You was watching Conor McGregor versus Cowboy Cerrone. Yeah, and he said, Cowboy.
So I just tweeted, I said, who is this guy that Conor McGregor? Because bear in mind, I'm not a UFC fan.
I don't blame
So
you.
I don't know people in it.
Yeah.
So I said, I don't know who this guy is, but I feel like he's a bum.
Yep.
Is this guy top tier?
And I
asked with genuine, tell me that this guy's serious so I can take this win seriously.
Yeah. And I obviously, I was offended by that because you support a fighter that fights a lot of bums. Obviously, it's 2020 and keeping it real. You support Wilder. I said you actually put Wilder. I was going to say Bomb Squad, but I thought that's unnecessary. Too many characters. So I was thinking, that's rich coming from you.
I'm not. So you got me down as a Wilder fan?
Almost. What would you call yourself?
What do I call myself?
Yeah, Wilder fan.
No, I'm not a Wilder. I'm not a. I like Wilder.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I'm like chief fan club. I'm not a
Secretary.
You know what I mean? No, I might sign up to the newsletter, but I ain't going to no meetings. You know what I mean? Not like like I've got my David Haye badges.
Oh yeah. In my mind. That's why I was thinking.
Nah.
That's why. Because I was thinking.
Nah,
as a member of the. Because I thought Raw.
No,
I got to come in,
No, but I give him the respect that people tend not to give him. Like people just want to be playing blind to his boxing. I'm just like, no, don't write him off for some dickhead. Cause
Okay. That was the only reason, because I saw that and I thought that was a bit rich.
Nah,
from
it's
Wilder fan. But then I realized, then now you clear it up. I say, I understand that.
Exactly.
Because I came in there,
You tried to get in your hashtag Wilder. I came back, I was like, you want to do this on the timeline? Idiot.
Because, it's nuts.
So
But I thought I'd just let you have that. But anyway, Conor McGregor versus Cowboy
Cerrone.
Cowboy Cerrone. Obviously, this is not in any way, this is not a UFC podcast at all.
And it will never become one.
And we're just not into it. I'm just not into it that much. I will watch Conor, though.
I'm just not in it.
I watch Conor at times.
I check Conor's highlights to see if he lost.
Yeah.
I'm not a Conor fan.
Really?
But I just kind of, like when Nate Diaz was beating him up, inject it. I'm involved. I'll have some of that. I'm just not a fan of him.
Do you know what is crazy though? Yeah, and we're not gonna spend any time on this, but I was Conor McGregor. Yeah,
that shoulder thing was nuts though.
Is incredible, bro.
You wouldn't see that happen in a street
fight.
Like, I mean, you wouldn't see it coming in a street fight. You're Jameson, man. And
Bro,
that's nuts.
never seen them use. I've never seen shoulders being used like that before.
Thing is,
he knocked him out with his he stunned him with the shoulders.
And a kick to his face.
The guy said as soon as he felt 2 shoulders in his face, he said he didn't know what to do. And Cowboy takes late fights.
Well, the thing is about this fight is that what people told me and how I understand it is that he's a respected fighter at the tail end of his career. Like Adam Rowe, comedian, shout out to Adam Rowe. He tweeted and he kind of clarified the position. He said it's like Canelo fighting Pacquiao and mashing him up in the first round. So it's like, it deserves respect in it, but it's like it's one of the things where nobody was surprised that he won. It's just how he did it.
It's how he did it. And Cowboy can he can wrestle really good. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and he said this is how he was quite impressive in their build-up. He said, I'm not going to do the wrestling thing because I know Conor, he's weak to wrestling. He said, I'm going to strike.
And he just got banged out.
He didn't know my man was here to strike with his shoulder, fam. So it's...
Do you know what's nuts here? I don't know. It's mad because I love boxing.
Yeah.
But I find UFC too violent. It's mad to explain.
You know?
Like, I'm just like...
I'm with you.
You just kicking a man and you put him to the floor.
Bro, do you know I don't like?
It's when they
get on this one. It's when they get on this one. You know when you're on the floor here, because boxing, it's a stand-up sport.
Yeah.
Bap. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And you go down, let's count.
That's
bring you
right.
back up. Bro, in their thing, man's on the floor, you will find this part of your wrist and be like,
bruv, it's this one. It's this one, yeah? When they start with the hand and then go... I'm just like, how?
No.
That's weird.
Do you know what level of hatred that you need to have in your spirit?
Club someone's head and you just see the head bounce. I'm not interested in that, fam. This is just brutal.
What?
And then it's like, it's when they just choke a man out. Man's just there, hands just on
And the
some
only
madness.
way it works, if I go like this.
That's what I'm saying. Nah.
Do you know what spirit will lead me to do this?
Listen.
She knows what's happening to me.
Listen, I'm not interested.
Shout out. Listen.
Shout out to you, UFC dons.
The UFC fans in our comment section.
I know they're going to get
busy. Shout out to
busy.
you because they'll be like, oh, you man, like, you're supposed to.
It's what it is.
It's combat sport.
You like what you like.
You like what you like. Thank you very much. I like what I like. But like,
they say it's safer than boxing, but that's because, but it makes sense though, because boxing is all strikes are aimed at the head, whereas you can get kicked to your legs, quit, and man take you down and just bend up your leg and you tap out. Your brain is taking not much damage, but at the same time, you can get kicked clean in the face. So it's like,
and the foot in the
balance,
face is not meant to match.
Fam, when he kicked him in his face, like the tremor of the kick made his earlobes shake. I don't need to be hit like that.
Do you know what I can lick with my legs?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not what I'm saying with the arms.
That's what I'm saying, fam.
That's nuts.
I think it's disgusting.
You listen.
I see Anderson Silva kick. You know, with the straight foot just in, and it's like, what? You know, with the toe, because they be bending their toe on the face. Imagine a man's toes in your mouth.
No.
Not only is the fight over, give me some mouthwash, because what am I doing here tonight?
All right, cool.
Anyway,
but that's how you wait. That's how you see part out. But then we need to talk about Floyd. Yeah,
because Floyd posted that he's gonna fight either
Khabib
or Conor.
What is Floyd okay?
Let me just tell you something, yeah. I want Floyd to just stop doing everything. I want him to no announcements.
It's
And I
Floyd
say
okay?
this. I say this as a fan of Floyd. You know, I mean, I stay up till 5.
You're a big fan. You're a
Man
big fan.
walk
I'm a
to the
fan
ring,
of Floyd, actually.
and
to
I'd
be
get
honest.
nervous like my cousin was going into the ring.
Look
You know
how
that
we got
feeling?
excited when we saw Floyd.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
We literally
Fam.
we saw Floyd at the lights. Floyd! Oh my days. We saw Floyd.
Yeah.
We
in the
finished
MGM, and then
with
had
fans.
to follow. Yeah, it's nuts.
With
but like
fans.
all these announcements of comebacks, I just want to tell him, just chill out, man. Enjoy your peas.
Again, it's that thing about the world. How? So when we talk about,
I mean,
because we had an argument.
do you
I think-
okay,
wait.
on
let's
a
do
real- on
this.
a big and serious,
Let's do
yeah?
this, Sal. Let's really have
Okay,
this Floyd
cool.
conversation
Okay,
because
cool.
we're
Let's
here
have
now.
it. We're here.
We're here.
Do you really think Floyd could be broke? Like, do you think there's a chance that he could be broke somehow?
But why could he not be though?
Because-
he lives lavish. My thing is,
But how
he
much do you
lives
reckon his outgoings are? This brother was making 300 mil for one fight.
300 mil for one fight.
Is that right? No, that's not right.
Okay,
I'm
so
sure the
let's-
Pacquiao fight made him somewhere
look at
around
this.
that figure.
Let's look at
Can't
this,
even
yeah?
remember the numbers these
So
days.
these fighters, yeah, sometimes and the tax man is a chief, yeah, and the tax man says, "Hey,
But these men have amazing accountants.
how amazing though when they post your stuff and you
When
say you
Jay-Z,
got this."
when Jay-Z said, my accountant dices up, I'm practically living tax-free.
Jay-Z is a different individual.
I hear that still.
We've never seen Jay-Z do this.
My name is Money Mayweather.
Like Jay-Z, we don't even know how much Forbes tell us how much Jay-Z has. Jay-Z's never really said, say I send this through an iPhone. The
Yeah.
tax. I don't know if the tax man just sitting there like listening with the headphones on. But
the
I'm
music.
telling you, whenever Mayweather fights, he tells us how much he has. Mayweather will tell us, and don't get this wrong, yeah. Mayweather's got jets, many jets. Parking those jets, yeah. Mayweather's got
Some
more
mad
jets.
expense, innit?
A couple pastors that got a couple jets like Mayweather still. A couple pastors got the same amount of jets. It's nuts.
Dude,
but
the
we're
Lord's-
not gonna go there.
The Lord's work.
Don't say that. Anyway, because we believe, but it's nuts. Yeah, so I'm telling you, parking up those jets, yeah, is not easy. Then we can see when he goes out, you can just spend in hemorrhage. Remember,
Hemorrhage.
Hemorrhage
is a bad way to talk about money.
Bro, no, because listen, Mayweather did this thing because everyone was coming to his club before, he's got the strip club.
Girl
right?
collection.
Yeah. And his friends were just expecting to be in there enjoying. He said, enough's enough. But many people were enjoying. You have to understand that,
He's been financing a lot of people.
yeah, people come in there, hey, it's Mayweather. Do you know what I'm saying? So there has to be a thing. I'm saying his lavish lifestyle, the fact that if you're not keeping up with those fights, there's sometimes you've got to decide to hang back. Yeah? Just hang back. Not spend the same way. I'm saying he's got peas.
Oh, I see what
I
you're saying.
believe he's got mad peas, but I'm saying that if you can't spend, if you're not active, I don't think you can spend in the same fashion.
Of course. No,
Do you know
that's,
what I mean?
that's
If you're not
that's
active,
just- yeah,
you
yeah.
can't spend the same
Because
fashion.
the checks ain't coming.
This is what Mike Tyson
Tyson.
lost his house.
But like,
Obviously, he's good now. Mike Tyson's been good.
I can't imagine that he's lost all that money. I just can't see it, bro.
You don't think bad financial decisions can?
100%.
Didn't 50 say about
the
Floyd?
amount of money he's made? How is that much going out?
No, but bro.
Yeah, but broke to these men is not broke.
I know what you
just
mean.
said Trump went broke, but broke to these guys is like, yeah, I made that company go bankrupt.
Now, this is hilarious because we have not got... Floyd will watch this and say, look at these broke guys talking about
Discussing
me.
his peas.
I'm not... So, take us out of this equivalent for
Yeah.
the people listening at home. You know what I mean? Because I've never touched the money that he's touched. Do you see what I'm saying? But the questions that you have to ask yourself is...
Going from coffee to orange juice is nuts. I just... in one smooth motion, but yeah, we're...
questions... That's crazy. The questions have to be asked because why are you doing this?
I mean,
Is
okay.
there a tax bill? Because someone said before the last fight,
There's a tax
there was
issue.
a big tax bill that he had to pay.
When he fought that Juntao
Yeah,
for 10 mil,
10 mil.
that had me thinking, why did you come out your house for this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's like a promoter just hitting up Kevin Hart and just saying, look, I got $2,000 for you. You want to come through? Like, and like he's getting up from his family house to go get that $2,000.
Leave the country,
You
bro.
be- See, this is what I'm saying. So I'm like, that's not enough of a. I didn't feel like that was enough of a payday for you to go and like. He wasn't even physically in shape for this fight.
Yeah.
It was televised, but then there was talk about him not knowing it was televised. So it seemed like they tried to pull a move because fighters do exhibition fights.
Yeah, of course.
But they just come out and they spar, they move around. But this time around, they were like
But they're
advertising
fighters
like
that
it was
need
pay-per-view.
to. Those are fighters that need to.
No, they don't. Not because Sugar Ray Leonard did that one time.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard went out and it was just a dinner and he was sparring this amateur done. And it's a mad story because he had an eye injury. So he said to the guy, "Don't hit me in the face. Like just move around." And the guy hit him and he just tucked him in, fought him over.
Of course he did.
A couple body shots, he was down.
Of course he did. And no one is expecting that charity fight.
No one knew.
But wow, dude, I really value this ticket I got.
Exactly.
I saw a knockout.
So that's why exhibition fights don't mean that a guy's broke. But like I'm looking at Floyd and I'm thinking it could be possible. Or maybe he's just moving mad like, tight with the peas. Like he's in some nut saving account. And he's just like, nope.
Okay, so and this is when I come back to you and I say this. So obviously there was a time when him and Lennox, 50 fell out. They were supposed to start a boxing promotion thing
SMS.
together. They were supposed to start something together.
Well, they weren't. 50 thought they were.
Okay.
So then when Floyd went to jail,
Yeah.
Floyd went to jail for the mad charges. So when Floyd was inside, apparently 50 was trying to break business off with Leonard Ellaby so that he could take over and start running things. And then Floyd put a stop to that, like, what are you doing? Yeah, we were saying stuff, but don't mess up my thing.
Yeah.
So then that kind of broke the relationship between 50 and Floyd.
Okay.
And that's kind of where...
But then 50 said that he was at his house, and he said that Floyd's money's not wrapped up in... the appropriate. There's the interview. The interview is just somewhere. He's talking about the breakdown. He said Floyd just has money upstairs in his house. Like it's not in the, like
not even in a bank
Goldman not Goldman and Sachs. That's like basic. The funds, like how it's supposed to be offshore and all them things
bonds
there.
And that. It's
bonds and all them things there. He ain't got that. He was saying. He's saying he ain't got like that. His things not set up that way. Which lets me, unless 50 was just chatting rubbish.
Well, this is the
we
thing.
Don't know.
50 Cent, he can stir some controversy.
But he was just talking about money and how he said, don't get me wrong, he's got the money. He said he'd come down with a couple million in his house. It's just in his house. Do you see what I'm saying?
A mad way to live still.
A mad way to live. But
it's Scarface, yeah, exactly.
Well, again, though, that's what I'm saying. Is his money working for him the best way? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta look at Floyd, how he's done things, because Floyd doesn't have sponsors. He literally, there's no advert with him doing serial advertising. Like, he just stayed my money, my way, pay me the mad amounts I asked for, and that's it. He just kept the brand in-house. So it's kind of nuts, because, you literally just take
that
checks.
One Burger King one, though.
Did he?
We said, I'm going to go for a Burger King.
Oh, must be early days.
Yeah.
Must be early days.
No, it's late. It's near the end. Said one fight. He said, "I'm gonna go for a burger." It was nuts. So I'm just gonna
for no reason.
Yeah,
that's a paid
in the what do you call it? In the post match.
Yeah.
So, but I understand what you're saying. But
then,
bro,
I can't fathom that he's. I can't.
Look, check this out.
I hope
many people have won the national lottery. Yeah.
No, but that's different,
and that's not Floyd Mayweather money.
It's different. I feel like money you don't earn. Money you don't earn.
It's a mindset,
Yeah, but if someone gives you £100, remember the first time? Okay, my personal story. Yeah, my parents used to buy my trainers when I was little, like most people's parents. Yeah. So my trainers used to get mashed up.
What
playing
ones
football.
did your parents get you?
I mean, hella shoes. So I used to go through them, playing football, all kind of foolishness. Then I got my first job. Yeah, I did like a summer peer motivated thing where I was helping out run the courses and stuff, and I made I think £200. I went out, I bought myself these Nikes. Yeah, they cost me £90, £89.99. Round off to 90. Then and it's like these chrome kind of things. Like they were sick at the time. Yeah, so I said chrome. It's like what are those?
I'm just letting you have it because it was your first purchase.
They were sick. So I looked after these trainers, bro. They last me 2 years, fam. I mean, pristine, because it was mine. My money. I worked for that. I respected the piece. My parents have given me £100 on various occasions to buy shoes. Didn't respect it. The shoes, mashed them up. When it was my piece, it's different. So lottery winners, when them man get all that money, it goes.
So now I understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about good financial planning as a mindset, you know. And if you're not taught financial, because we're talking about financial acumen right now. And a lot of people, look how many people in the UK right now, many people in debt.
Yeah.
Many. UK, everywhere.
It's fact.
That is real. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's like I had to live an image. Remember, because social media has changed the whole game, you know?
Yeah.
You weren't, back in the day, I don't even think I was thinking about holidays that before. Now I'm like, where are we going this year?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? You're
It's so
consistently
true.
seeing people enjoy it. Do you see what I'm saying? So now, just imagine, not only people enjoying, but just imagine people have got used to a standard, yeah, of how I live and how I spent when I was doing it. Because boxers say, not even boxers, sports personalities in general say that one thing they miss is the adulation.
They miss
the
the
what
attention.
you call it, the attention. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not in the line. No one's looking at me fight, which is what they love me for. And on top of that, now they have an expectation of me to spend and live lavish. And if I don't, it will say to them, I'm not the same. That's pressure.
I hear that.
I hear that is a pressure. Don't get me wrong. I could be wrong.
He's built his brand.
But he's built a brand
at the same
of
time,
I spend lavishly.
I mean, all he would need to do if he was thinking along those lines is rebrand as the intelligent guy who's been there and done it, and have a Jay-Z presence amongst boxers. It'd be very easy for him to start carrying himself like that. Do you see what I'm saying?
No,
look at Jay-Z's growth.
Personality-wise.
But what I'm saying is, look at Jay-Z's growth. He went from being the rapper, the flamboyant, and da-da-da, to now he's like the wise OG.
He's the wise OG of the game.
Floyd could easily rebrand into that.
So but this is what brings us into another conversation though, because we're gonna talk about Tank, and I think we're ready to, yeah. So, cause the question today, the fantasy fight was who would win out of Floyd and Tank, yeah.
At 130.
Yeah.
Is that the way they're at right now?
Who would win out of Floyd and
believe
Tank,
that's-
yeah.
I believe that's right, but just check that for me, please, Jules.
But before we got into that question, I said to myself, I feel this is just, and again, we're speculating. We don't have the information. Floyd, Tank, if you want to give us information, give it to us. But from my eye, yeah, from how I see things, and that I could be the only one that feels like this, I feel that Tank is the next. He's the truth. He's the guy. I don't think he's had the adequate push that he needs from Floyd. Is that because Floyd is afraid of this new person being the main guy? Is he afraid of it? Because Tank he's flamboyant enough. Yeah, he's flamboyant enough. He's got power. He's a showman. He's a showman. Is there a new time for a new guy? And it looks like him.
Oh, there's absolutely time for a new guy. But the thing is with Tank is that he doesn't really have the personality to go along with his fighting style.
I doubt it. I think you've not got to see his personality because someone else has been talking.
Floyd is always there. But
Floyd has been talking.
There's a reason why stuff like that happens. Like, look at Danny Garcia and his dad, Angel Garcia.
Yeah.
Danny Garcia is not really that exciting when it comes to the talking in the press conference. But his dad is always in the headlines for madness he's saying. Flagrant stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like you kind of see like Anthony Yarde, Tunde Ajayi. It kind of makes sense when you see the fighter by themselves. Your
name and what you've done and what you've achieved in the game, you being here, like you got to
straight away. The difference is that Angel Garcia and Tunde Ajayi weren't fighters before, like of that magnitude. So for them to talk, it's you're backing him. Whereas Floyd reminds you of his career.
Everything.
And he always puts himself into anything he's talking about as well.
Immediately.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, Tank's a hell of a fighter. It's like when I fought Ricky Hatton. And it's just like, bro, why you got to bring it straight back to you?
This is what so
yes, I hear that.
You know what I mean? So there's got to be something in the mindset of Floyd. Honestly, like, so I think that there's...
Okay, I got my theory on this, yeah?
Go on, talk to me.
I think Floyd is never going to be able to be a great mentor because of the lifestyle and the attention that he attracts, right? Being a fighter up close, like, familiarity is one of those things that, like, you say you got a friend in school and your friend he's a bad man fighter. Like, in the school, people fear him, but he's your friend. So you two are close. You two have an argument one day and you think, you start talking to him like, like you could actually have a chance in this fight. Not realizing that this guy is that fighter, but because of your friendship, you don't see him the way
it's breeding
everyone
a different
sees.
level of
That familiarity,
contempt. Yeah,
exactly.
I
So now you're getting mashed up for no reason. With Floyd and these guys, they walk around with Floyd. They see the lifestyle up close. They're living it. They start feeling like they are Floyd. So then they start talking like they've got a stat sheet to back up this attitude. So when Floyd used to say to a man, You need to do more to be in the ring with me. You need to do this and da-da-da. Floyd is speaking because he's earned all of that. So these guys are walking around with Floyd feeling like, yeah, that's right. You need to do more to fight me. A man like Lomachenko looking at these man like, big man, what are you talking about? Me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like Adrian Broner. I think that's what derailed Adrian Broner.
Yes.
Staying so close to Floyd, you thought you was Floyd. He started claiming the next spot already. And then you got in there with Maidana, and he rocked your world.
Yeah.
And now it's like...
But I feel Tank's a different breed.
No, we don't know what Tank is.
I think Tank's a different
The thing
breed.
about Tank, I believe Tank has all the minerals to be the real deal. But until he's tested, we're not gonna know what it looks like.
And this is the point that I'm making about Mayweather. Is he hindering? It could be subconscious or consciously. Is he hindering this guy's opportunity to become the next guy?
What do you think he's doing to hinder him? Because
I just
fighters
feel,
nowadays,
obviously he's taking big. Now he's finally taking some big fights.
I'm talking about one. Protect their fighters all the
I'm
time.
talking about activity because why are you protecting this guy that we know that is the guy? Do you know what I'm saying? Floyd, we can say he fought everyone. You might not have liked when he fought some of these people, but he fought everyone. He fought some great fighters at the right time. Do you see what I'm saying? So why throw him in there? And he can talk. I promise you. Go and look at some interviews of Tank by himself talking.
Yeah.
Just talk. The guy, he's not lacking when it comes to just personality. So I don't know what it is, and all it says to me, he looks flash. When he fights, he takes risks.
Yeah, he goes to bang guys out. Yeah.
He takes mad risks.
He even eats one or two shots.
This is what I'm talking about. He leaves himself he puts himself in very precarious positions in a fight. And I think to myself, that's the excitement that I'm looking for. That's why I was shocked. Do you know how I remember watching Tank's first fight and I said, finally. I was excited because this is the new young fighter, Tank, and I was like, I can't wait to watch this. And I was destined because now I'm knowing about boxing and I get to watch a full career happen.
Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately, I wasn't like you that got to watch the whole of Mayweather, do you know what I mean, and feel that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was excited about John, and the train came off the track. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, it's just a thought. In the comment section, let us know if you think, you're chatting shit. Just say KG, chatting shit, hashtag. It's fine.
So let's do
who wins that though?
Yeah, okay, cool. So Floyd at 130 versus Tank at 130. Bear in mind, Floyd at 130 was in his beast mode. So the same way Tank was getting guys out, so was Floyd. I still feel like I got to go with Floyd. I think because Floyd at 130 was very, very destructive. Fast. He'd really get guys the hell out of here. Whereas I think Tank technically isn't as sharp as Floyd was. He's very powerful,
he's not got the cat right reflexes at all.
But he's like, he takes risks and he goes into bang guys out. Very Tyson-esque in some ways sometimes.
Yes.
But Floyd was just...
He doesn't fight.
He had too
Tank
many other
doesn't
areas.
fight as if he is the weight class that he is.
Nah, that's right.
He doesn't. He's... I don't understand how someone as small as... Well,
okay, you say the weight class that he is, but he keeps missing weight. He missed weight again after going up, which is nuts. So that's like a kind of a red flag on the terms of discipline.
There we go.
Because Floyd never used to mess around on weight.
There you go. Because when you do these fantasy fights, discipline is a key attribute to talk about. Because
Floyd at 130, you could argue were his best years. 130, 135. That's when he was clinical, going there, bam, bam. Arturo Gatti was kind of past it at that point, but the beating that he gave that man, 6 rounds, or was it 4 rounds?
Go back and check that on YouTube, people.
Hell, it's actually... If somebody says to you, give me a fight to watch in boxing to get to know it, that's not even the best fight to show them because it's too violent.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
It's like you've seen too much of this one.
You just round after round of hell.
You look hurt, bro. You look more hurt than Arturo Gatti.
When I watched that fight, cause I watch it live. I was a Floyd fan at that point. I watched that fight. I was just like, that's not like pull him out of there. Like it's
you get upset with the ref.
Yeah, it's like,
he's like,
chill.
Ref, like, is this okay? Are you happy with this?
And the maddest thing is the trash talk leading into that fight. He was talking about, I'm gonna go to your city. I'm gonna beat your ass in front of your people, bruv. He went in there, did exactly that.
Do you know what? So right now, I wanna make some noise for Tank Tank Davis.
Go on.
The only thing is very difficult because again we haven't seen him have the acid test. Right now he needs the test. You know, we put him in a what's really going on. You know, for the awards at the end of the year, we put him in a what's going on tank. Do you see what I'm saying? So
and that fight with Gamboa, it left a lot to be desired because his Achilles did a mash up in the second round, and it took him to around 11. So I got to be consistent with my gusto for this because when Tony Bellew did that to Haye and it took him 6 rounds to knock him out, I got to say, what's really going on with you? Because his foot is mash up.
You should get him out of there.
You should have got him out of there.
But
and it's
like Bellew came back and done his thing.
Yeah, but keeping back to Gamboa and thing, Gamboa is chinny. He goes down quite often, and it's like you should have really got this man out of there. And there was times where it looked like he hurt Tank, not like severely, but like okay. So that's like now he's got to step it up. He's got to show us something absolutely amazing and really get into that time because I'm tired of seeing fighters give us signs of potential and promise for years, and it's like that's not how potential works. Potential is one of those things where it's like after a while it needs to develop into the thing. Otherwise, you are mediocre then.
Yeah, I hear you. We're going to go into another one, bro.
Let's do it.
Let's do another fantasy fight.
Oh, you want to go straight into the fantasy fights?
I just think we're here, innit?
Right,
or no?
No.
I think we're here, man. Let's do it.
Cool.
So, I'm going to ask the man them, just, specifically Jules. Yeah, Jules. Who you got winning this? David Haye versus Frank Bruno. What you got for me? Yep.
You're saying Bruno?
I say, do you know how because obviously we call each other, we speak to each other, and hey, like, I'm not gonna lie, I want Haye on the show. Yeah? I'm being real. I want Haye to sit down with us. Yeah? But it is where it is. So Haye's probably in my mind. Yeah? When he said, who should we have for the fantasy fight? I thought, David Haye. It was the tasty one. Frank Bruno. And then you got excited because I felt that you felt you know who won that fight in your mind. Am I right?
I'm not giving you
got
anything
a
back.
bit excited.
Say what you're saying.
I felt like you got a bit excited. And then I got extremely excited because I thought if he's going with where I think he's going, he's got no chance to talk to me today.
So what do you think happens in this fight?
Wait, so I just want to know where I think. Are you going? Are you predictable? Are you back in?
Say what you're saying.
Are you back in? Ain't no stopping us now. Where we getting?
Let's say ain't no stopping us now.
Because it's mad singing ain't no stopping us now when he been stopped.
When that song comes on, yeah, you just know it's David Haye time. Listen. Oh my days.
So where you going though?
We're ready for the main event.
Let me know.
When that song comes on, I'm going.
Where you getting?
No, speak. How do you feel?
I'm asking you where you
how
going.
How do I feel that fight
where
goes?
You go? No, where are you backing? Who you backing? Because we could be wasting our time. You could be on
David
the right
Haye.
train. Oh, you're on the wrong train.
Long.
Are you on the wrong train?
David Haye and Frank Bruno.
Oh, so you're on the wrong train.
Bruv, listen.
I knew you was going to be on the wrong train.
Listen.
Something told me. And
You
then
honestly
bro,
think-
I felt giddy. I was excited. I was
You
so
think
excited.
Frank Bruno.
Bruno.
What?
Bro. I
Beats
got
up David
so
Haye.
excited, yeah. I said, this guy here,
Oh,
this
you are-
waist. I said, this man here
Oh, man.
is gonna. This man, you know, your fandom it knows no bounds, bro. It's ridiculous. It's actually incredible. Because I said,
So where
you
do
know
you
what
rank Frank Bruno?
Nigerians, yeah, we'll call this is Mughal. This is Mughal. You know when you do stuff
I don't even
like
know what that
this,
is. I don't even know what that is.
It's someone that's being foolish. Yeah. when you believe things that's not meant to be believed, you believe David Haye will beat Frank Bruno.
You think Frank Bruno beats David Haye?
Yes, he
And
does.
how does that fight look in your head? You
know
think
what?
he goes in and just knocks out David Haye?
Do you think David Haye is knocking out Frank
Do you
Bruno?
think Frank Bruno?
That's the question
Do you
that I
think
wanna-
Frank Bruno could land on David Haye?
Huh? Of course he will.
How do you remember Frank Bruno?
Okay, this is very
As a
good.
flexible guy who could keep up with fast dudes. Has
so-
Frank Bruno been in the ring with someone like
so
David Haye?
is Tyson faster than is Mike Tyson? Is David Haye faster than Mike Tyson? Do you believe that?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
And it's dangerous and it's powerful.
Did he knock out Tyson?
I'm saying is Frank. Remember, this is the fighters that David Haye weren't fighting powerful man like Bruno. You
Bruv,
know,
Frank
Bruno
Bruno
is resilient.
Frank
fam.
Bruno,
Look
yeah.
at-
Frank
wait,
Bruno
wait,
was
whoa.
a tough fighter.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
let you go.
Frank
I'll
Bruno
let you
was
go. Very tough.
All right, let's
Very
talk.
tough.
Frank Bruno was a very tough
Very
fighter,
extremely
yeah?
tough.
But he was not on the level of the top guys in his era. Let's be real. He weren't on the level
Okay.
of Lennox. He weren't in the level of
So you
Holyfield.
calling-
He wasn't in the.
Are
He
we
was
calling-
on the cusp.
Are we calling
When he
David
won
Haye tough?
When he won the
Are
belt.
we calling David Haye tough?
What do you mean? He's on.
I want to know. Are you calling David Haye tough?
Am I calling him tough?
Yes.
Why wouldn't I call him tough?
The same man that hurt his toe, and he used that as the.
Listen, yeah. Listen.
Are you no? Because I've
toe
never
thing,
heard
that toe situation.
Now let me come
let
to
me
you.
speak. I was speaking, and you interrupted me very dramatically.
I'm talking
just
about
there.
toughness.
I feel like I need to continue.
I knew that you was gonna go down this. I set a trap for you,
toe,
bro.
Listen,
Bro,
let's
set a trap.
let me talk about this toe.
Oh, you want to jump out the trap?
You see the toe situation?
Go through.
That's one of those lines that is funny. It's one of the things you can laugh at, and it's embarrassing. Yeah, oh, his toe. Break a toe and run.
Okay. I'm telling you that.
No, because people
What it
refuse.
is? Okay.
People refuse
I like
to
this.
do that logically.
I like this.
Go and have a
that's very good.
heavyweight fight, and you're the smaller
That's
man,
very good.
and your toe is broken.
Thank you very much. So I'm telling you right now, yeah. Bruno fought Tyson, fresh out of jail. Tyson, fresh, yeah.
And how did that fight go?
Oh no, he didn't get knocked out though. It's very. I'm talking. He didn't get. I'm saying it's a technical.
His eyes were glazed over.
I'm saying that he rocked Mike Tyson, fam.
Yeah,
he was in there.
So he had a moment.
Trading.
So he had a good moment.
What did my guy Vladimir Klitschko, your guy, yeah? Hey, went and made T-shirts. He did everything.
Bro,
Said, listen,
listen.
I've got. Wait, no. It's very important.
Ridiculous. You're being ridiculous.
David
This is
Haye,
not about how Haye matches up against Klitschko
I'm
and these
saying
men.
this.
It's Haye and Frank
ran.
Bruno.
He ran.
You've
your
got Frank
guy
Bruno.
ran. My guy stood toe to toe, and he fought him again.
And he got knocked
Your
out
guy
both
ran.
times.
Where did your guy go after he hurt his toe? I want a rematch. Where was the rematch?
He wanted the rematch. He couldn't get it.
Why?
Vladimir didn't give him the rematch.
Why? Because he didn't respect him, fam.
End of the day, yeah. We're talking about the matchup between Frank Bruno and David Haye.
Yep.
Style matchup wise.
Style match.
It
I'm
works
saying
perfectly
my fighter
for
is
David
durable.
Haye.
He ain't giving up.
Do you know what people used to say about AJ?
I'm saying that
they used to say-
what's your guy gonna do to my
Listen
guy?
to what I'm saying.
Go true, fam.
They used to say AJ's style, because he was so stiff,
Yes.
was like Frank Bruno. They'd say he was a better version of Frank Bruno,
Yep.
but he's still kind of stiff. He's clearly broken off of those rumors, but those rumors of stiffness are
Yes.
still with Frank Bruno. So do you think that David Haye is not going to be able to land on a stiff
You
fighter?
know, no wait. You
I
know
don't care how
Frank Bruno's
strong he is.
knocking out a man with left and right. You
Yes,
know?
but come on,
Bro,
it's not often
Frank
that
Bruno
you see
fought.
David
Let me
Haye
go
get
to the
tagged.
boxing record. Frank
Listen.
Bruno fought a guy called let me get this guy's name right. I need to say his name right correctly. 1 second, I'm just gonna
When
go
Frank
back.
Bruno won
he
that
fought
fight-
this guy. Yeah, I've never seen this in boxing in my life. Fans, go and check it. Hold on. Let me get this.
When
Let me
Frank
get
Bruno
this.
fought Oliver McCall and he finally won a world title, yeah?
1 second,
Because that
I'm
was
coming.
the only time he had the belt.
I'm coming, don't
Everybody
worry.
was excited because now he doesn't have to retire as a journeyman, which is what he was becoming because he'd always get a title shot and
That's
lose.
it.
His career would have been very Derek Chisora-ish had he not beaten Oliver McCall.
Gee.
So this version of Frank Bruno that you have in your head, I'm like, let's tailor it, let's rein it in just a bit.
No, you ain't gonna rein it in, fam.
Yeah, rein it in.
Not against your fighter, fam. All right, cool. So he fought a guy called George Butzback, yeah? In this fight versus
George Butzback is your case as to why
This
he-
is very important. This is very important. He fights George, yeah? He bangs George in the belly
what's George
with a
Butzback?
dirty... George's record is 15 and 3.
17 and 13.
Yeah?
His record is 17 and 13.
No, I'm saying when he fought
With
him,
3
15 and
draws.
3. I'm saying when he fought him...
Doesn't matter.
Bro, very take this into consideration.
Doesn't
yeah?
matter what it was
Bro,
at the time.
he
It
banged him
ended
in
at
his-
17 and
he banged
13.
him in his belly, yeah? And the guy goes, ow. Yeah? From nowhere. I've never heard this. In boxing, yeah? I've never heard a man say, like, complain about what something happened. He took the blow, then he said, ow. He went down and crashed on the floor, yeah? Then he got up. And he put his hands in the air and said, this is long. I walked to his corner.
So this is your point as to
I'm
why
just
he beats Haye.
No, I'm
and
just
this man's
saying-
record is 17
I'm
and 13.
saying, yeah, I'm saying that I have not seen that.
Bruv.
Wait, have you seen a man?
That's
wait,
a mid point.
In boxing, have you ever seen that? A man just.
I've seen
ow.
worse than that, fam.
Wait, have you heard anyone say, ow, that hurt?
No, but have you not seen that guy that
It's
lays
very
down?
fun. Bro, you
you seen-
expected to get hit. He said, ow. I heard it. I played this with Jules. Jules started
This ain't
laughing in the
strengthening
car.
your case, bro.
No,
All
it's
I'm
very
saying is
important.
this. All
But
I'm saying is this, yeah?
All right, cool.
Frank Bruno.
Let's throw out all the thing. I'm saying that my fighter,
Frank.
durable, can knock out with left and right hand.
Stiff.
Yeah?
Very
can
stiff.
knock out with left and right hand.
Very
Is
stiff.
your fighter knocking out my fighter? That's what I'm saying.
Why
'Cause
would he not
I'm
be
saying
able
he's
to
not
land-
going down?
Listen.
And I say he's got the
Listen,
power.
Tyson didn't put him down, so it's not about going down.
That's what I'm
Would
saying.
he be able to stop him with speed and landing shots
I don't think so.
consistently?
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
When David
Bruno
Haye catch, are you telling me that he wouldn't be able to rock Frank Bruno?
I'm saying Bruno wins.
Are you telling me he wouldn't be able to rock Frank Bruno?
Wins. I think
all he would need to
Bruno
do
takes him down.
All he would need to do is
because
rock
I didn't see. The reason why I say this, don't worry, I know you love him. I know.
No, because you're
about to derail, fam.
You don't know Frank Bruno.
Fine.
That's why I'm laughing, because you did the highlights today. That's why you're talking about George puts back. George puts back.
It's beautiful. He said, "Ow."
17 and 13. George puts back.
He said, "Ow, fam."
Listen,
you man, in the comment section. You know what to do.
Let me tell you right now.
No, I thought that your fighter, the moment when he had his big moment to go against Klitschko, yeah, he didn't engage.
The toe was broken.
That's why he didn't engage.
I don't think people realize having a broken toe, how that affects you.
So you reckon if he got the rematch, he would have done the job?
I think he would have had a solid chance. It's not about guaranteeing. I said I think he would have had a solid chance. Look at that fight. David Haye, in that fight, yeah, against Klitschko, every time they clinched, he fell down. That's a man that is clearly injured somehow. I'm watching that fight and I was thinking, why does he keep falling down? And then afterwards you find out the toe's broken. Why does that not make sense? It's embarrassing because why the hell, that's your little toe. But let's be real, logically here for a second. Embarrassment aside, you are in a ring. You're the smaller man. You need everything about you to be 100%. So he's in the ring fighting with a broken toe. Come on, man. Let's stop this whole, it's a toe. Bruv, go kick a bag with football boots in it by accident and then take off running down the hall. It's going to affect you. Bruv, it's not about bigger injuries. It's about that injury and why he looked like how he did in that fight. Bruv, I hear that. But, bruv,
what toe did
having
he break?
a hand that's broken,
what round did he break his toe in?
Having a hand that's broke, he didn't break it in the fight.
Oh, is it
was
broken before?
Yeah, that's why he took long to come into the ring, because he was having injections to deal with the pain for the fight, for the toe. Bruv, all I'm saying is this: Frank Bruno ain't the guy you think he is. I'm telling you right now, David Haye is fast enough to land concussive shots on him and stop him on his feet. 100%. Prime David Haye, even against AJ, he'd land big on him. Yeah, and AJ is the better version of Frank Bruno.
Really? I'm just saying. Wait, I'm just saying.
You telling me?
I'm the friend. Wait. We're here. I'm just saying, raw.
Prime David Haye.
I'm just talking because I'm talking about
100%.
I'm saying David Haye. Yeah. Let's be real. Yeah, and we're only this is a fantasy fight, and we're getting deep.
Yeah, because
we're getting deep because you're defending the thing.
I like Frank.
You're defending the thing,
and the whole of UK like Frank.
I really want David Haye to be on this show.
Listen,
yeah,
Frank
but
Bruno,
he ain't beating Frank Bruno. I'm
listen
sorry.
to what I'm saying. Frank Bruno was the underdog, which is why the British public loved him so much. Yeah, that's why he was not this top tier fighter.
But
he didn't
still
stand.
Very powerful, though.
Yes, he is. And a lot of guys have these niche skills in one area, and it's like, cool, that's
can
dope.
knock you out with left and right.
However, he was not this top tier fighter.
I understand what you're saying, but could knock you out with left and right, and he won because you asked what is and obviously I'm at heavyweight. Yeah, obviously we know David Haye as a cruiserweight. It's a mad thing. The record is crazy. Mm-hmm. We know that. So he's saying as a heavyweight,
probably the value fight.
You know what I mean?
It's probably the value of fight.
Anyway, comments. Listen, comment section.
No, but listen to what I'm saying.
Gonna leave it to them.
No,
let's leave it to them.
No. I got another point to make. No, because you got to remember what I'm saying. I'm not saying that David Haye is a top heavy, like ranks up with Lennox and the man.
Bruno was heavyweight.
I'm
top
saying
heavyweight. I'm
that
saying that
he
these two
Frank
against
Bruno.
And I'm saying the opposite.
Just quickly.
Chatting crap.
You seen the Bruno and Lennox fight?
Yeah.
Bruno caught Lennox a few times in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it was only once that he got rocked and he just didn't recover.
Yeah.
Which led it. Do you not think, based on that, you would say
durable men?
But you got to remember this, the reason why. So what?
Fearless.
So what he's saying? You're saying that he had a moment against Lennox.
No, I'm saying there were more than.
He had a few moments against Lennox. But that's right, and landing. But you have to understand how evasive David Haye is. David Haye was never a fighter that was in close. You didn't see David Haye clinch. You really saw him go to the body. He came in for knockouts.
Go back and
watch.
Listen
to what I'm saying.
You need to go back and watch.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. He came in for knockouts, right? And he relied on his speed because he was always the smaller heavyweight. So you got a fighter in there. He's hard to hit, and he's only coming for big shots. Frank Bruno is not elusive. Frank Bruno's head did sometimes stay quite static.
He knew
he
had
could
the power.
get tagged.
He knew he had the power.
David Haye exploded with a big right hand. Once David Haye caught men and hurt them, he always closed the show. I'm telling you right now, Frank Bruno may have some moments against David Haye. He'll get out of there and he'll land big and it'll be over.
I think we have to put. I'm not saying that Frank Bruno is the super greatest of all time. I'm not saying that in the slightest. I'm saying that for his level does beat David Haye. And one of the reasons why I say that is I'm talking about the willingness to engage is something that he'll be a come forward in that fight. He's coming forward.
Coming forward doesn't mean successful.
I understand.
though.
Coming forward doesn't mean
Chisora's
success.
a come forward fighter.
I understand this.
And what happened to him and Haye?
I think if he's gonna come forward, he just needs to. He can get David Haye out of here with the big shots. I definitely believe that he will have success in clocking David Haye.
Who have you
take
seen?
him down?
Who have you seen go in and clock David Haye clean?
So you're saying that?
No,
but
speak to that.
But you're talking about
Because he's
understand
very
what you're saying.
elusive.
He's very elusive. But I'm saying you're telling me in all these rounds he's not, because I think what you have to take into consideration is, can you go to the war room? And
You're not gonna have to. You don't understand.
But
because of the type of fighter he is and the type of Frank is, he's not drawing that out.
Frank will draw him out to the war room.
If you said Lennox and David Haye,
Yeah.
he would absolutely batter David Haye. There's
Yeah.
no argument in that conversation.
Yep.
Frank Bruno is not doing that. He's not going to force David Haye out of his position.
Comments.
Look at Chisora versus David Haye when that happened.
Comment section.
This is what I'm saying.
We can't fight it.
Listen,
Comment section.
listen.
I know it's your guy.
Yeah, let the
'cause
comments
you're
come.
defending to the end,
Listen
fam.
to what I'm saying.
But
though.
I'm telling you,
no,
you're
because
wrong.
no. Look at Chisora versus David Haye.
Go ahead.
Chisora was the bigger man, and he let it be known. He went in, tried to rush him, and he backed him up, walked him down, did everything he needed to do to beat
But
the bigger man.
so now you're saying Chisora beats.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about an example of him in there with a bigger man that's trying to come forward. Landed nothing significant, and the moment that David Haye landed, because David Haye weren't peppering him with shots all fight long, he just stayed out of the way, waited for his moment, landed a couple, down goes Chisora.
These are one of them
if
moments.
you think
I'm
that
not gonna lie,
Frank
these are one of
Bruno-
them moments when I wish we had like a boxer person that we could call and say, yo,
Bro, listen.
who wins?
No one, no.
These are one of them moments
need
because
to
I feel
phone-
it couldn't be ended, you
I
know?
don't need to phone no one.
I feel it could be ended, you
I
know?
don't need to phone
I even
one
got-
person.
Wait. I even got Spencer's, like,
Don't need to
Spencer
phone
would be a
no
good
one.
person to phone in this one because we're talking about the knowledge right now.
Listen,
Spencer would be a good person to phone and say, yo, Spence, he wins.
Frank, listen, you know what?
I think he's getting on my guy, you know?
David Haye absolutely wins that fight, but I mean, you want to be
It is what it
difficult.
is. I'm just saying. I'm gonna ask him.
You're gonna need the comments.
After the
You're
comment
gonna need the
section. I'm
comments
gonna
to-
win in the comment section.
We'll see.
I'm gonna win.
We'll see.
Comment section, we'll leave it to you. We're not even calling Spencer and all the other man them. Listen, just say, if you say, just write the person. You don't even need to. You can explain that guy. Explain all you want. But if you disagree, just write the person's name. Bruno. That's what I need to see in this.
Leave your comments.
Bruno.
Comment what you want to say, bro.
Bruno. That's how the comment section's gonna read. Obviously, you're gonna need like 15 comments. So
Bruno. Yeah. innit?
we got 12 Brunos and 4. This is a great show. Hey, you lot, like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. And
real.
turn on notifications bell. And that was really funny. I knew he was going to defend him.
Yeah, because he on my nerves, bro.
The killer is, he's upset. In his spirit, yeah?
Yeah, my spirit is upset. I'm not gonna lie. Tell you, bro. I'm like, nah, because
I'm not as invested.
I don't like this ignorance. I don't like this ignorance. Nah, because
Toe defender.
we saying I'm the toe defense, the toe legal team.
Toe legal team.
Listen, all right, let's the tonality was gonna say. All right, so let's yeah, the tonality. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
It's funny for me because I know you're getting really wound up, and I don't really care about Frank Bruno that much. But it's brilliant just to be honest. But seriously,
Listen.
good shit.
Anyway, let's move on. So this is a conspiracy theory I wanted to talk about. Yeah.
Oh man, where?
So this one is kind of nuts, and it's obviously we've spoken about his daughter in
Yeah.
this episode.
So we might
this
as
is
well talk about the father.
Muhammad Ali. So
Yep.
Muhammad Ali, right? There's some conspiracy theory about the Sonny Liston fight. The second one.
Yeah.
Right? There's about both, but we're going to talk about the second one.
Yeah.
Now, in that fight, he stopped him in the first round. And the thing is, it's like when you watch it, go back and watch the fight if you haven't seen it or you ain't seen it recently. Just go back and watch it
But
again.
this is the legendary picture that everyone has in their home.
Oh, absolutely.
Carry on.
But the fight starts and Ali's his movement is just amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm watching the move and I'm like, we've literally never seen a heavyweight since then move like that.
Never.
It's too beautiful to look. It looks
Except
like
Tyson Fury, I'm playing.
Look,
I'm playing. I'm just trying to trigger you.
but like you look at him and it just looks like in my head I'm just like, are you tired? Like that's a lot of energy to where you bounce. Anyway, so he's sticking with a couple jabs, and he lands like a reflex kind of overhand right,
Yeah.
and Sonny Liston just goes down.
And it rolls over a few times.
He rolls over a few times, and the maddest thing is that the knockdown doesn't look like that shot should have. One, even knocked him down, and two, it doesn't look like you can't get up from that and continue.
Now, I need you to preface this because we're talking about the greatest of all time.
That's right.
And
That's
the
right.
comment section could get really flagrant.
So
So let them know let them
yeah.
know that you just haven't dragged this out of your own mind.
No, this is a conspiracy that is
Very
out
good,
there, bro.
very good.
So people have a conspiracy that the fight was fixed, right? And when you look at the fight back, that right hand does not look like it should have shut the lights off for Sonny Liston. Like, you look at Sonny Liston was a knockout, man. Sonny Liston was the Mike Tyson of those days. Like, that intimidating fight. He beat you before you got in the ring type vibe. And it was kind of, this whole thing is like, it ran deep because it was fully investigated.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, nobody really knew who fixed it or how it was fixed, but it just did. The fight shouldn't have gone like that, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you watched it today. What did you think?
Yeah. I watched it. So when you said what you said, I didn't want to look. That's how bad it was. I said, nah, I ain't gonna look. And then he called me again. He said, hey, watch it. And I was like, I don't want to look. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to ever think of Muhammad Ali in a situation like
No,
that.
but
it's not. I don't know. It's not Muhammad.
It doesn't
Ali's
have to
situation,
mean that he
could
was
be Sonny.
involved. It doesn't
could
mean
be
it was
Sonny.
involved. Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? But because that picture is so iconic, yeah, that's the picture when he's like that. You know what I mean? Everyone has that picture. I had it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, going back and thinking that moment was forced, I didn't like that at first. Now, I looked at it, and Sonny listed the rollover, because he rolls over twice, bro. Like, and you think to yourself, had you lied there, had you lie down, taken a knee, and got up? Because even the rollover, you lose power unless it was a super bang. Like,
But this is you're watching over there. Listen,
unless it's a super punch.
For me, like, I looked at it and I was like, it's one of the, because the thing is, it's like, he's moving and Sonny Liston comes with a left and he kind of, over the top of it, just kind of turns the shot over like that.
Well, it feels sweet right on the button, though.
I'm sorry, that shot did not have enough power in it to get him out of here like that.
For Sonny, and Sonny can take a hit.
And I read that Ali said to him in that fight, he's like, get up. No one's going to believe this. Get up. Now, I think that's Ali saying, get up. No one's going to believe that this is legit. Like, get the hell up and fight again. I think it's him in the trash talk thing. But apparently that's what Angelo Dundee was shouting out to him. But anyway, there's an article, and I'll read it. Like, I'll just do
man. Just
do that full,
just to let people,
just a full breakdown.
And can before you read the article, let me preface this by saying this:
Go.
I don't know the timing. At this point, is he Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali?
In the rematch, he's become Muhammad Ali.
There you
So
go.
the first time I thought he was.
So
Cassius
now
Clay,
we have to remember that
the Nation of Islam was behind
the
it.
nation is not just the Nation of Islam, but the Nation of Islam versus the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI.
And the mafia was always involved in boxing.
There you go. So there's a lot of entities.
That's right.
Why this will get investigated anyway.
That's right.
Do you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
So that's just, it's a good way to
Trust
preface
me.
that just before we just start
Today,
talking.
when I was looking at it, I found there's a mad FBI file on Muhammad Ali and his links to the
they
Nation of
did.
Islam. Bro,
Yeah.
the whole, it's long.
It's
anyway,
incredible.
So I found this article online and saying Tuesday marked 50 years since Cassius Clay, later known as Muhammad Ali, shocked the world and beat Sonny Liston, one of the greatest fighters ever to step into the ring. The fight catapulted the young Clay to the top of the boxing world, but the Federal Bureau of Investigation thought the win might have involved something more seedy beyond the box score. Clay and Liston sparred 6 rounds at the Miami Convention Center, and Liston's decision to quit before the 7th raised red flags for the FBI, which at the time suspected the fight had been fixed by a Las Vegas gambler, according to the Washington Times. Through the Freedom of Information Act request, the Times obtained memos, some addressed directly to the FBI's then director, J. Edgar Hoover,
Already I'm uncomfortable with that name, but carry on.
showing the Bureau's investigation into Ash Resnick and Barnett Magid's 2 gamblers who seemed to have insider knowledge before the upset. Resnick, who had connections to Liston and organized crime, first advised Magid's that Liston would knock out Clay in the 2nd round. Then, on the day of the fight, documents show Resnick told Magid's not to make any bets on the fight, but to just go watch the fight on pay TV, and he would know why, and that he could not talk further at the time. Magis did go to see the fight on TV and immediately realized that Resnick knew that Liston was going to lose, a document stated. A week later, there was an article in Sports Illustrated writing up Resnick as a big loser because of his backing of Liston. Later, people in the know in Las Vegas told Maggots that Resnick and Liston both reportedly made over $1 million betting against Liston on the fight, and that the magazine article was a cover for this. It's not confirmed that Liston took a dive, but it was enough for the FBI to continue to assert the suspicion internally that Resnick had fixed the fight. And this is referring to the first fight. You see what I'm saying? So then, like, I saw a whole bunch of articles talking about the second fight and how, again, this time, but they feel like Sonny Liston was just betting on himself.
Oh, wow.
To lose in the first round. Because he had bare ties with, like, mafia and all that type of stuff. Like, apparently he was like a henchman. Like, he just go in there and do work for them. Like, even his murder's mad suspicious. You see what I'm saying? But you look at the fight and you look at the knockout and you just got to be like, Sonny Liston? I'm looking at his highlights. I see man banging him in the face.
Yeah.
That shot from Ali ain't flattening him like that. Because then he gets up to try and continue fighting, but he's like, oh, he's doing all of this, and the referee rushes in and just stops it. And I'm just like, this is looking nuts in the light.
Travis, yeah. I know I told you.
And just to clarify, a lot of these speculations all say they completely doubt Ali's involvement or know-how or being in the know.
Yeah, because you said Ali was like, get up.
Because there's a lot of people involved, yeah.
Now, let me say this, Travis. As he was talking and reading through that report, I told you it's 2020, and I want to maintain the same smoke. As he was reading, and he said certain names, I felt scared.
Why?
J. Edgar Hoover. he said mafia members.
Wow.
I don't even know who Resnick's connected to. And I know he probably is not here with us now. But I know he might have some friends.
Hey, let me tell you right now.
I will leave the group.
I don't want any smoke.
See the group chat?
I'll leave the group chat. This podcast will be,
All I
other
want
people.
the comment section to do is, you tell us what you think. We brought you the facts. Yeah.
Dice it up.
You dice it up. Because...
Nah, it's
no, seriously, that sounds like a madness.
This is what I'm saying now.
That sounds like a madness. I agree with you. The type of fighter that Ali was,
I don't think he was involved in that.
Definitely not.
Nah, this is a man that told the army and the government that he ain't going with them. Like, this is a man that's not doing that.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. But some other shit was happening.
Just like one of the ones where it's just like there's money to be made, and the thing about boxing is that it's always these mad reminders that boxing is run in a corrupt type of space.
Yeah,
Do you see what I'm saying? We look at today, Dillian Whyte's been mandatory for how long, and he can't get the fight even though he's supposed to. Like there's no rules in this game. So looking at that was kind of nuts.
Yeah, that's a good topic though.
Yeah,
before we leave, we got a question from, because you said Dillian, and it made me think of that question that someone asked. Question was along the lines of this. I'm just going to paraphrase. Go ahead.
I mean, so we spoke about Dillian Whyte versus the WBC in the last episode.
What's the guy's name, by the way?
We got a comment from Lee Too Chill.
Yeah,
so shout out to you, bro. He commented, said it's criminal how Whyte has been treated. My only question is, why is Whyte so determined to continue down the WBC route? That straight away I was like,
it makes sense to me though, because why would you? Every road, if you don't go this way, every road leads to AJ. And why do you want it? It ruins everything.
I hear that though.
Because if I go that way and I win that fight, the AJ fight in the UK is gonna be the most electrifying, most amazing fight we've ever seen.
I get that, but if the AJ and Dillian Whyte fight happened now, it'd still be as exciting. Like my thing is,
they said something the other day. That was the topic. They said that AJ might vacate potentially to just go and fight Dillian, not meet his mandatories and go and fight. And I thought that don't make any sense.
But the thing is, like, it is a good question to ask. It's like, why is he only trying to go the WBC route? When the fact is, if he became the #1 mandatory for any of the other belts, why would Hearn makes that fight?
I have to fight AJ though, and I don't want to fight him yet.
So you think he doesn't want to fight AJ?
That's my bonus card. That's the. If there's a reason why I'm hunting that belt. I know, because in Dillian's mind, he beats He beats Wilder. I promise.
In his mind, do you think he beats AJ?
No, he wants the super fight with AJ, and I think he believes that he'll win it.
The way you're making it sound is that he doesn't believe he beats AJ. Because that AJ fight is a big money fight whenever it happens.
And maybe he feels that he can't beat AJ.
So that could be why he's drilling down the WBC route.
No, but I honestly feel that he thinks.
Because how much of his career is he gonna let go by before he starts to think, you know what? Let me just fight this guy and get the mandatory
'cause
spot.
They said that him and AJ will fight over and over again if they have to. Yeah, I just feel if I have that title, bro, Wembley, they would need to extend Wembley for this fight. If I come with my WBC belt, a unified title fight, the world has to stop. Even if you don't even watch boxing, stop what you're doing right now.
800 days he's held this spot.
It's a long
At
time.
some point, is someone gonna say, maybe let's do the IBF thing? Maybe let's do
I promise you,
WBO.
if he loses, if AJ vacates, Dillian will go another route. Not with AJ holding that belt. There's no way. It just doesn't make business sense. When you think about it, it does not make. You know that there's one fight at least. You know when you got that you got that savings account. The AJ fight is the savings. It's the everyone's rich. Literally everyone's rich. I'm not cracking that glass and going to that. So when even Eddie Hearn was toying with the fact, I said, what is going on? Unless there's a new fighter that they're all hoping for, this doesn't make sense. This is not even a good business decision. We watched AJ versus Dillian, and it was that even for a belt?
The British, I think that's for the British belt.
That's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying that the super thing now. The only thing when we want to see these guys again, someone's got to be defending. Not they both. It's got to be unification. That's the only way I want to see them again. Or I want to see him fight because he's been calling out. It's not like he's afraid because he's been calling out Tyson Fury. He's called out. Dylan's the kind of fighter, any man, anywhere, any place. So if you know that that's his attitude and he'll take fights at not like late notice, but he'll fight anyone. Yeah. So we can't now say it's a fear thing. So it's
I'm not saying it's a fair thing.
No, I'm not saying you're saying it's a fair thing. So now we got to know his psyche is. That doesn't make sense to crack that glass when that's going to pay for everything.
I'm guessing if he's the WBC champ, the negotiation for the money is going to be completely different.
What the negotiation is going to be a madness. Everyone's rich. Okay. Everyone's rich. That's why. So to answer that guy's question,
that's a good point. Still,
that's the answer.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
We've
reached
the end still.
Yeah, we reached the end. Yeah,
that's a fun pod still.
I really enjoyed that still. But ladies and gentlemen, everyone that's watching, thank you for rocking with us, man. And yeah, man, glad to have you on board. Make sure, because people keep saying, find me a good boxing podcast.
This
is the one.
Tell your people about this.
Tell your people, share it,
like, subscribe.
But really sharing it does help it though, because the algorithms and all that other stuff. So please do that, man. It'll go a long way. And yeah, thanks.
Calm. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Bye.